Classifying evolution method of innovative teachers' teaching ability based on multi-source data fusion. This is abstract and keywords. Massive teaching ability data leads to a large difference between the evolution index and the actual index. Therefore, a classification evolution method for innovative teachers' teaching ability based on multi-source data fusion is proposed. This is the introduction. With the continuous deepening of teaching resource innovation, the evolution of innovative teaching ability has become particularly important. The most basic indicator of innovative teaching ability is the storage of innovative vocabulary and the ability to use vocabulary. This data is also an important indicator to evaluate the quality of innovative teaching. Although this method can ensure the professionalism of the knowledge map in the education field, it is time-consuming and laborious. Different experts may have different understanding of the same knowledge point. For basic mathematics, processedness and constantness are difficult to be guaranteed. Later, a semi-structured data classification evolution method has proposed, which directly extracts entities, relationships, and entity attributes from semi-structured text on the network to evaluate the classification results of innovative teachers' teaching ability. 2. Innovative teachers teaching data future level multi-source data fusion. In order to improve the reusability of data from data fusion, multi-source education data fusion method is to extract the data characteristics of refuse heterogeneous data sources of innovative teachers teaching to conduct future level data fusion. The essence of the process of extracting data characteristics is to extract the characteristics of learning situation from the learning labor data generated by learners from various heterogeneous data sources. So the learning contact information characteristics of the above 5 dimensions will represent the data characteristics of various heterogeneous data sources. Though these 5 data characteristics, real learning and life sciences of learners in various heterogeneous data resources can be actually described, and then the seamless connection between heterogeneous data can be well realized. So we can see the Figure 1 innovative teacher teaching data feature level multi-sources data fusion process. It can be seen from Figure 1 that the hierarchical extraction of the semantic features of each data dimension mainly refers to the hierarchical actors of the semantic features of the 5 different data dimensions. The dimension of the semantic attributes of each data dimension and the dimension of the multi-level semantic logical relationships between the semantic same level superior and the subordinate of each data dimension. 3. Classifying evolution of innovative teachers' teaching ability. First, analyze a model of innovative teachers' teaching ability. According to the structure of the in-service teachers' practical teaching ability, the relation between the ability to adjust the teaching, the practical teaching design ability, practical teaching implementation ability, practical teaching evaluation ability, practical teaching research ability, and the ability to cooperate with enterprise teaching is analyzed and composed to form the relationship connotation of teachers' practical teaching ability. So in order to realize the accurate evaluation of teaching ability, it is necessary to construct the information simplifying model of teaching ability constrained parameters, combined with nonlinear information fusion method and time series analysis methods. The statistical analysis of teaching ability is carried out. So we can see in Formula 1 is the multiple value function of teaching ability innovation. It's a measurement function of evolution error. It's the number of teaching ability innovation indicators and it's the evolution cycle. So in the Formula 2 represents the evolution solution factor. Next is similarly calculation of teaching ability data based on analytic hierarchical process. Step 1, pre-treatment layer. Step 2, string machine layer. It is mainly used to match entity with exactly the same name and described information in encyclopedia space. Step 3, semantic matching layer. Entity management can generally be converted into judging the semantic similar of entities. Step 4, more psychological matching layer. More psychological matching layer mainly calculates the similarity between attributes text and the abstract text on the basis of semantic correlation. So you can see this is in Formula 4 and Formula 5. 3 is classification of innovation data based on quantitative analysis. The quantities causes analysis method is used to analyze the big data information model of teaching ability in evaluation, and the control objective function of teaching ability prediction and estimation is constructed as formula. We can see it's in Formula 6 and in Formula 7. So in order to build an educational data model with a strong flexibility and high reusability to reduce the amount of data exchange between different data and to meet the needs of different data sources for different data views, it is also necessary to formalize the data of the model. So we can see the description is not marked in the model. Thus, the learning situation data description of the model can be represented by 5 tubes, each of which is independent and interconnected to form a multi-dimensional education data model with different combination, which is represented by character in terms as in each type is composed of an even pair, where represents the classification semantic of each attribute and the formal description of the shared education data model for by F is Formula 8. So this is, we can see the Fig 3 data model view of different dimension combinations. For classification and evolution based on multi-source data fusion, this is 4, we can see it. So the universal data format maps of the learner's status tagged with learner's personal semantic tag tagged with time classification semantic tag. So we can see this is a Fig 4, an evolution model based on multi-source data fusion. This is in formula 9 represents the effective value of independent variable data evolution. The value of the evolution criteria without and after partition. So we can see in formula 10 represents high order parameter and low order parameter respectively, represents high quality data of continuous variables respectively. For simulation experiment, in order to ensure the effectiveness of the classification evolution methods of innovative teachers' teaching ability based on multi-source data fusion or comparative simulation experiment was designed. First is parameter setting, second is experimental indicators. And next is analysis of experimental data. We can see this is the Fig 5 experimental data sets. We can see from Fig 5 that the data type is characterized by parameterization and dispersion for experimental results and analysis. We can see this is the teaching skill index. This is Fig 6, comparison results of teaching skill index of 3 methods. So next is learning input index. We can see Fig 7, comparison results of learning input index of 3 methods. And next is learning harvest index. The 3 methods learn the harvest index and the comparative analysis results are shown in Fig 8. So we can see this is evolution method based on manual construction, and this is classification and innovation method based on semi-structured data. So this is classification and evolution methods based on multi-source data fusion. Next is simulation experimental. Can see from Fig 8 and the learning harvest index of evolution methods based on manual construction and the classification evolution method based on semi-structured data can reach 5 and 6.8 respectively, while the learning harvest index of the classification evolution method based on multi-source data fusion can reach 9.2. This shows that the evolution results of learning harvest index using the classification evolution method based on multi-source data fusion is accurate. So in review of the poor evolution effect of traditional methods, this paper proposed research on the classification evolution methods of innovative teachers' teaching ability based on multi-source data fusion. So we can see from the data from the Fig 1 to Fig 8 based on the characteristics level multi-source data fusion of innovative teachers' teaching data. This paper implements the classification evolution of innovative teachers' teaching ability from 4 aspects. First is the construction of innovative teachers' teaching ability analysis model. Next is the calculation of teaching ability data similarity based on hierarchical analysis and the classification of innovation data based on quantitative analysis, and the classification evolution based on multi-source data fusion. The experimental results show that the proposed method has a good classification effect. This is acknowledgement reference. We can see this is a references. That's all. Thank you very much.